Now, you might be wondering to yourself, why should I read J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit? The Hobbit is a classic novel by famous author J.R.R. Tolkien. Tolkien is one of the fathers of fantasy and science fiction, so without The Hobbit, we never would have had The Lord of the Rings, especially since this novel is a precursor to that series, or many other classic sci-fi novels. The Hobbit is about Bilbo Baggins, who is, believe it or not, a hobbit. Hobbits are small with furry feet. They love to lounge around and eat and think adventures are very distasteful. Bilbo, however, is a very special hobbit who enjoys adventures. He just doesn't know it yet. In fact, it takes him most of the book to realize this, as he spends a lot of time wishing he were back in his own hobbit hole. At the very beginning of the book, Bilbo is bombarded by 13 dwarves demanding that he come with them on a treasure hunt. And through a little trickery by Gandalf, Bilbo reluctantly agrees to join them. Even though you don't see most of this until The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit has one of the most conflicted bad guys ever known. Gollum is a creature similar to a hobbit, but he lives deep under the mountains. He feeds on anything he can get his hands on: fish, goblins, even hobbit. Bilbo inadvertently steals Gollum's precious magic ring while in the caves under the mountain. Before discovering his missing ring, Gollum challenges Bilbo to a riddle contest, which in my opinion is one of the most fun parts of the whole book. Gollum loses the contest and his ring and is so pathetic that readers can't help but feel sorry for him, even though they know they cannot trust him. He is a truly dynamic character. You cannot go wrong with this giant, talking, fire-breathing dragon. Smaug is huge, red, and can smell anything, especially hobbit. His scales are impenetrable by arrows or swords. Reading his description gives me the chills. This dragon would be enormous to you and I, so I can only imagine how he would look next to a hobbit. But Bilbo faces this dragon. By this point in the story, there is so much tension that as a reader, I was barely able to put the book down. Another reason why The Hobbit is a must-read is because Gandalf is the perfect mentor. He's incredibly wise and old, but also fun-loving. He's kind, but unbelievably powerful. I won't tell you how, but Gandalf always seems to be at exactly the right place at exactly the right time to get his friends out of a jam. He always seems like he knows way more than he's letting on. This can be a bit annoying, but I would still trust Gandalf with my life. Bilbo and his friends face trolls, goblins, spiders, and many other treacherous perils in this famous tale. I will not tell you how this story ends, but I will say that the dragon puts up one heck of a fight. You should read the book and discover for yourself why The Hobbit is a must-read.